Here we go. And let's go ahead and get started. So hi, everybody. My name is Ryan Christopher. I'm the Global Education Director and Licensed Esthetician, and I am excited to give you this presentation today talking about preparing for attending a large format trade show. First, let me tell you why I am even talking about this. Well, first and foremost, we have one of the most exciting trade shows. It's actually the largest trade show for spa owners, estheticians, massage therapists, makeup artists, and hairstylists happening every year in Las Vegas. Of course, we skipped last year, unfortunately. We all know why. And now this coming year, it is back on for June 20th and 21st. And I am going to be in attendance. I hope you are too. So when preparing for a trade show, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I've been attending this particular trade show along with many others for over the past 10 years. I've been attending alongside certain brands that I've worked for, and I've attended strictly as an esthetician professional myself, buying products and meeting brands for my own business. So again, I have a lot of experience in working at these trade shows, attending them, and I wanted to share just some bits and pieces for you to take with you on how to properly prepare. Now, for most people, they tend to get overwhelmed, and that's one of the biggest things that I see happen for most of my friends out there that attend a trade show, even if it's not their first time. They tend to just go with all the excitement, show up on the trade show floor, and then go, holy crap, there's so much out there to look at. I wish I had prepared better for this. So that's why we're talking about this today. Now, one quick little tidbit about myself, since you are listening to this presentation, if you haven't attended a class from me before, I began my career back in 2004 as a licensed massage therapist, and I quickly moved into aesthetics. Now, while I had a lot of specialties like lymphatic drainage massage on clients who had received fresh plastic surgery like tummy tucks or breast augmentation or a facelift, I have always enjoyed the more clinical aspect of the spa industry. So in putting together this presentation, I wanted to bring my wealth of knowledge and really just show how exciting this industry can be. Because one thing I've talked to students in aesthetics about for many years is that it really just comes down to your work ethic and your own ambition as far as how much you can increase your own exposure and excitement in this industry. And I have exceeded in my career over the years just based on these goals that I've set for myself and how I've organized myself to grow my business. So now I maintain my own facial clientele here in Atlanta, Georgia, where I'm based. And of course, I do travel for training spa professionals across the US and the world. So I love, love, love this industry, and I can't express that enough. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about my business, go to my website, and I have a private spa page dedicated to professionals. So if you go to beautybyryan.com/spa-training, you'll learn a lot about what it is that I'm offering based on all of my years of experience in the business. Now let's talk pretty quickly here about why I'm excited to attend this coming IECSC Las Vegas. One thing QuestX has done is they've put together a very, very organized show, and they've provided a commitment to be safe. That means that they have provided that they're going to be monitoring the attendance levels. They're going to be looking for those high trafficked areas and making sure that people are maintaining a certain proper healthy amount of physical distancing. They've also promised to have sanitation tools, whether you need a mask or some hand sanitizer. There will be sanitizing stations throughout the show floor. Sanitizing stations, say that 5 times fast. But I am excited. I am fully vaccinated, and I think people who are fully vaccinated should totally go without fear to this show in order to get back to some type of normalcy. If you're not vaccinated, then you should operate in some type of safety, making sure that you're maintaining distance and that you are wearing a mask at all times. And all attendees will be required to wear a mask, which I think is really, really important. Also, I'm just excited to get back to Las Vegas. I've sat at home for an entire year, as I'm sure a lot of you have as well. So I am thrilled to go to Las Vegas, and I've already found a great deal on a hotel nearby. So I'm going to be set up for success. Not only will I have a fabulous room and I'll have a pool to get to when I have some downtime, but I'm just excited to be back in a destination city like Las Vegas. Also, I plan on attending as many classes as possible. We're going to look at the class schedule today, and we're going to pick out some that you might be interested in attending. But I've already gone through the list and I've selected the ones that I want to go to. So I have a very, very organized schedule for how I'm going to knock out these 2 particular days. Last but not least, one of the main things that I'm really, really excited about is to just meet with brands. I know there are going to be a lot of brands there that I'm already aware of, and I'm going to use this opportunity to learn a little bit more about their business, but I'm also going to get the opportunity to meet with new brands. Every year, there are new brands that are trying to get their business out there and make sure that spa owners like myself are aware of what they can offer to help me to increase my business. So I am excited about meeting with a lot of these new people. So this is just a quick little snapshot about why I personally am super excited to attend this coming show next month. And maybe you and I have something in common with some of the bullet points I've just made. Now let's talk about the nitty gritty, the creating the plan of attack. If you show up at this trade show sight unseen and decide, hey, I'm just going to go look at the class schedule when I get there and I'm going to see what's available, I promise you, you're going to miss out on something. So here are my quick tips on how to organize yourself before the show. First of all, research ahead of time. And I'm going to show you how to do this live through the IECS website during this webinar. So in just a moment, we're going to go through their website. So research ahead of time. How do you do that? Here's my recommendation. First, create a class schedule. This is the very first thing you should do. Don't worry about the brands that are attending. Just go straight to the class schedule and look at each day that you're going to be there and decide which classes you want to attend. You can attend as many as you want, but they're already set on a very specific schedule. So you need to organize your entire trip around when you want to attend these classes. Also, after you've organized yourself for attending the classes, then you're going to know what hours of the day you have available to go walk the show floor and meet with particular brands. So I recommend that on day 1 of the 2-day show, you prioritize the brands that you want to meet first. Maybe there are already a brand that you know you want to meet with and you're interested in carrying their line. So you have already reached out to them, or you have found their booth and you said, okay, this is the very first brand that I'm going to meet. Well, after you select your class schedule, you will know exactly when you have the time to go to the show floor and find out exactly where that brand is. And I'm going to show you the IECSC organization has this amazing interactive map tool where you can go ahead and save a profile for yourself, actually creating a plan of attack. So they are very, very helpful in their website setup. Once you've organized yourself in the class schedule and you've prioritized the brands that you want to meet, then you can have a little bit of time saved for yourself to just walk the show floor and just take it all in. But you should never do that in the first day because you will quickly become overwhelmed and you will be inundated with all types of information that you weren't even interested in to begin with. Trust me on this. Now, once you've researched ahead of time, then you want to stick to your schedule. This is one of the biggest areas where I see people tend to mess up. You can be a very organized person ahead of time, but when you get there, then did you just turn into a squirrel and start running in every single different direction? It can happen really easily, and the trade show floor can lead to that type of sporadic behavior. So I encourage you, write down your plan of attack, write down your schedule for the day, and then stick to that schedule. And here's some key points that are thoughts that I put around sticking to your schedule. I mean, when you research ahead of time, you created an ideal schedule for yourself. So enjoy it. Stick to that schedule, knowing that you're going to accomplish every single thing that you wanted to accomplish. Also, you're going to see everything you wanted, and you're going to use the extra time that you have to see even more. Now, don't just limit your schedule to the show floor itself. I encourage you to also schedule in your fun time too. So make sure that you have a plan for each evening. And I mean, hey, after you've stood on a show floor and walked around and been on your feet all day, for some people, it might be time to get dressed up and go hit a party. That might be a lot of fun for you. I know for me, sometimes it's actually not to hit a party, but I want to make sure I've got a spa appointment scheduled at one of the spas nearby because I need the relaxation and the recuperation time after I've walked that show floor. So just make sure you stick to the plan you've made. I promise you, you'll get to all of the agenda points that you want. Now, of course, as you can see, each bullet point leads to the next one, right? So after you've researched and made your plan of attack, you stuck to that schedule while you were there on the show floor, then you can enjoy every moment. When you have a plan, you never have to worry about missing out because you know if you stick to your schedule, you're going to get to all of the points of business that you need to get to. Also, you can reach out ahead of time to some of your fellow estheticians like myself and make a plan to meet up. Let's do some networking. I know I'm coming to walk the show floor to meet all of you. So let's bump into each other and say hi, and maybe we can exchange some ideas. Tell me a little bit about your business. I'll tell you a little bit about mine. And then we can exchange some really good ideas for how to help each other in the long run. All kinds of great things to take advantage of when you attend these types of large format shows. All right, let's break it down a little bit more. I wanted to talk to you about how to research ahead of time. And again, I'm about to show you on the IECSC website how to use their tools to make that success happen. First, you want to visit the trade show website and you want to review the class schedule and the list of brands attending. You want to make notes next to the ones that you do want to visit with, and you want to, again, prioritize the classes that you want to attend first. Now, I encourage you to write down an hourly calendar for each day that you're going to be there on the show, simply because these classes are usually scheduled about an hour to an hour and a half. So you want to make sure that you see those blocks of time, just like you do on your own work schedule at the spa. Pick the classes that you want to attend first, put them on that calendar. Now you could quickly see the open blocks of time that you're going to have in between those classes to then go walk the show floor. Now, in sticking to your schedule, here are a couple key points that I recommend. On day one, go to your scheduled classes and then walk the show floor to visit only the brands that you want to meet with first. Don't just go walk the show floor on day one to go see what's out there. You're going to get quickly inundated and you're going to lose a lot of your energy. Consider this a success. When you've made it through the show floor, you've attended your classes, and you met with the top brands that you wanted to meet with, you've had a successful day. Now go reserve yourself some energy to go have some fun, see the sights, do something exciting, go see the Hoover Dam, take a helicopter ride to go see the Hoover Dam from the sky. I've done that before. It's worth it and it's amazing. And also remember, there's going to be a day two. So if you are planning a night out, I typically recommend you plan that night out on the day two night, because if you go too buck wild on night one, you might not have the best energy for your day two to go attend these classes and be focused. Just a helpful tip. I know we like to party in this business, but still. Another point on sticking to your schedule. If you stuck to the schedule on day one, that means that day two can be a little bit more relaxed. And also, you can go to the classes that you have planned on day two, but then still hit the show floor in between those classes to finish up any brand meetings that you wanted to get to. At the end of this schedule, if you stuck to it, you should have enough time to then walk the show floor and just peruse any fun things you might have missed along the way. Impulse purchases are a lot of fun, but again, if you are trying to maintain a good, healthy business practice, make sure that you've just reserved yourself a little bit of fun money to buy those random things that you didn't really plan on bumping into. And I promise you, you are going to run into some random things that you're going to want to buy. Plus, I mean, some brands do give a little bit of a better deal on certain aspects or certain things that they're offering at the end of the show towards the end. It doesn't always happen, but I'm just saying you might run into a good deal on day two. Now, once you've had trade show success, how do you judge trade show success? Here are a few questions that I want you to consider, and I want you to review those key takeaways at the end. Did you happen to learn a new technique when you attended one of these classes? If so, it's something that you can take back to your business and quickly implement to start offering a new service or adding an additional charge to a service you're already offering, hence making you more money after you've attended the show. Did you gain interest in a new technology? There are going to be brands there that specialize in devices. We know that Hydrofacial is going to be there, but there might be some other brands that have a new device that you might not have considered. Now, if you have the investment money to go ahead and invest in a device like that at the show, then go right ahead. But for some of you, it might be the perfect opportunity to just learn more about this new device, meet with the brand directly, and then take that information back to you and start to work the cost of that device into your business plan. Did you find any new cool products, or did you even build a new relationship and take on a new brand? This is the perfect opportunity to meet your brand representatives face to face and get to know them, even on a personal level, so that you can check to see if that vibe is really right before you start to sell and represent their products in your own small business. Also, again, as I said, did you get to network with any cool industry people? I mean, I consider myself relatively cool, but again, just reach out to me on Instagram at RC Skincare, and I'd love to meet up with you. Okay, now let's take a quick moment to reset, and I'm going to show you the IECSC website as we wrap up this webinar. So now what you should be seeing, if I used my Zoom settings correctly, is you should be seeing the IECSC website specifically for Las Vegas. It will say rejuvenate, redefine, and re-engage. So hopefully I did that right. You can let me know in the comment thread if I didn't. Okay, so now this is me being the user going to this website to make sure that I am finding exactly what I want. And now remember in my tips, I said, let's pick classes first. So in order to pick classes first, you're going to go to education and you're going to go to the education schedule. The education schedule is going to be divided up by day, and it's going to be divided up by the hours that the schedule is going to be on. Now, I would like to mention you can also sign in to their website once you've registered, because once you have your ticket, you can actually sign into their website and you can create an automated schedule for yourself utilizing the back end of their website. So it's a really, really good resource. I highly recommend it if you haven't already signed in and set up your profile. But it looks like we can look at some pretty awesome sessions starting first thing Sunday morning at 9:30, looking at the importance of CBD in hemp and skincare, or skincare is the new makeup. Turn your followers into clients on Instagram. That's going to be a really engaging session. So if it was something that I was really interested in and wanted to learn more, I could select that specific class and learn a little bit about it. And I could also reserve it into my schedule here. So again, a lot of great ways to look to see, and I can actually see that 41 people are already attending this class. So this is exciting. So again, there is a great list, and you want to make sure that you have it blocked out. Now, here's a key thing why I say I want you to make sure that you make a class plan ahead of time before you plan to walk the show floor. As you can see at 10:30, there is a large bulk of classes. So I can't attend all of these at one time. So if I'm really interested in nanotechnology applications in today's skincare treatments by Regenerate, I might have to pick over the SkinScript enzymes, mask, and peels presented by SkinScript Skincare. And I love SkinScript. So I definitely plan on attending one of their classes. But I'm really interested in that Regenerate class as well. You know what you might be able to do? You might be able to go down and look at the Monday schedule and say, oh, look, it looks like the other brand is offering that same class or something similar around the next day. So then if I was going to miss out on the Sunday class, I might find a duplicate class on the Monday as well. It doesn't always work out that way, but again, this is why we make the schedule plan ahead. Now, I am really excited about both Sunday and Monday. One thing that I noticed really quickly was that Kiko Botanicals was offering a body sugaring, hair removal, and eco-certifying class. And I really do want to learn a little bit more about body sugaring and see if this is something that might be more beneficial for my sensitive skin clients. So again, there are many different opportunities, but I want to tell you too, don't miss out on the workshops. One thing that you'll notice is that they are color-coded according to their lessons. And if you see an advanced business seminar or a business building or a business management class that's color-coded, it might be a class that you have to register additionally for. These are well worth it. So I do recommend looking into them to see if there's some way that you want to further your career by learning a little bit more of an in-depth technique through one of these additional workshops. So I do recommend looking into that. After you've made your class schedule, then it's time to look at the brand list. And here's the really fun part. So I love the floor plan. If you click the attend link and then click on the 2021 floor plan, it will take you to an interactive list that will then show you how the show floor is then organized. Now, if I had signed into my account, you would see the list of brands that I had saved, but I'm going to show you how easily this works. all you have to do is go over to the advanced search or the exhibitor list. If you go to the advanced search, you can divide it up as to whether you're looking for a brand that's only offering something like spa products or equipment. You can quickly find the key brands based on the type of products that you're looking for. But I like to go through the exhibitor list as well. So when I go through the exhibitor list, as I find some of my favorites, I can actually select and they will pop up on the map once I decide which one I want to go to. For example, if I select American Spa Magazine is then going to be highlighted on this map. Once I've selected a few of the brands that I want to go visit, then I can easily print this map and it'll actually show me the list of brands. And I can actually even create my own little map of where I want to go visit, when or how my plan of attack would be when I'm walking the show floor to visit these brands in advance. So again, there are a lot of opportunities here that I get to map myself out and map my plan of attack and how I'm going to walk the floor and get with each of these brands. Again, this website is very straightforward and it's super easy to navigate, but this is the best way that I recommend you organize your plan of attack. Select your classes first, then select the brands that you absolutely know that you want to meet with. After you have gone through that schedule and you've met with every single one of them, then it's time to use that extra time to go explore, see what's out there, walk around. Now, if you have any particular questions on the information I've shown so far, go ahead and drop a question down in the comment. But I just wanted to say a special thank you to every single person that came to attend this presentation. I hope you found one little tidbit to be helpful for you and maybe make you think about it in just a little bit of a different way in order to plan your organization and how you're going to handle this trade show. Again, it's the first large format trade show we've had in 2021 so far. So I am super, super excited to be there and I can't wait to meet with every single person there. Now, I did have a giveaway, as you can see my lovely face right there, holding a beautiful blue fan brush. So I wanted to do a giveaway for any of our attendees, and I did pull a random name from the list. So Sunny, if you are still attending today, I am going to be reaching out to you via email to get your address so that I can send you one of our fan brushes. So congratulations on the fan brush. It's a high quality brush and it can be used for mask treatments or any type of other step in your facial where you might use a fan brush. And for everybody attending, I hope to see you all at the trade show. I'm going to send out this PDF to each and every one of you that have registered for the webinar so that you have a copy of this to keep for your own notes. And then I look forward to seeing you this next month on June 20th and 21st in Las Vegas. Have a great week. Much success to you and your business, and I'll see you soon.